Viewer discretion is advised.
Today, victory is mine. Long live the Empire.
The hopes of all the Covenant rest on your shoulders, Chieftain.
My faith is strong. I will not fail.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, the Nate Myster here. But out of your mind, do or do not. There is no tries on the Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Marroks, and the Grand Inquisitor, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. I do apologize, everybody. It's been a rough few months with OT for the HT. A lot of work. I haven't been able to, do the streams as much, and also the whole situation with my family and everything. So the amount of time I have is all over the place. So haven't really had much time. But I did want to go and sit down and do this video with y'all about the Grand Admiral Thrawns, your Marroks, and your Grand Inquisitors. And then also towards the end, I'll probably talk about some of the discounts that are happening right now between now and December. Definitely want to get involved with that with you guys as well, to throw this into the mix. But, let's talk about, it's our boy, it's our blue boy, Grand Admiral freaking Thrawn, y'all. This is it. This is my boy, Lars Mikkelsen as Grand Admiral freaking Thrawn. Chef kiss. Lars Mikkelsen, I fell in love with him for a while now through the shows he's been in, especially in Sherlock. He played one of the villains, the Mind Palace situation, which was pretty cool. Threat, like he was pretty much a cool threat for Sherlock Holmes. And what's funny is that when I envisioned Thrawn in live action, always thought for my boy Doctor Strange, all right? His name is escaping me now. Benedict Cumberbatch, there you go, to play the role as Grand Admiral Thrawn, because he's much younger. He has the tenacity, the patience, the demeanor for the role. And if Lars Mikkelsen did not accept the role to reprise his role as Thrawn, because he was the voice actor for Thrawn in Rebels, definitely Benedict Cumberbatch would have played a role. Like, I loved him in Star Trek Into Darkness, Into Darkness, or whatever that title was. Him as Khan was cool. Okay, and I feel they dropped the ball a bit with Star Trek Into Darkness. If they had set up for Khan as the main big baddie for number 3, Star Trek 3, to get all the Klingons together against the Federation, it would have been pretty cool. It would have Starfleet. It would have been pretty cool. I think I would have loved to see that to set up, because they were setting up for a war in number 2, right? There was a war being brewed up, right? And I felt that Khan would have been the front of that, the pretty much the forefront of that, to set up things up for part 3 with his superhuman baddies, with the Klingons, and with his brand new vengeance. Star Trek Into Darkness should have been The Empire Strikes Back, the Khan Strikes Back for the Star Trek, the Kelvin timeline situation. Yes, Khan should have been The Empire Strikes Back. But I talk about Khan here. But either way, Lars Mikkelsen as Grand Admiral Thrawn. I loved every minute of him in Ahsoka. I know people are indifferent about the show, like it didn't live up to its hype. It didn't live up to expectations. I enjoyed it for what it was. I think they dropped the ball towards the end because it was like a rush job. I think if they had a bit more budget, I think if we had more of Jon Favreau's nice little bow situation, it's a little segue to the Ahsoka show review that we did with me and Gabe on the channel. So check those out on the review section on the videos, right? Or go to Geekin Out channel and do the reviews. So I've been doing more content on this channel as I haven't been doing the streams as of late because of the whole situation with what's happening at home, and it sucks. But I do miss you guys. I know people have been asking. Luis, my boy, he's been asking for streams all freaking month. Like, where's the streams for Thrawn? Where's the streams for Marrok? Where's the streams for everybody and their mother? For the John Wick and Canes, and so. Patience, guys, patience. I do appreciate the support, but let's talk about Thrawn. So far it's perfection. I think this is the best that Hottoys have done yet for head sculpts. I mean, Hottoys does great head sculpts. Don't get it twisted. Hottoys has done fantastic head sculpts for the amount of figures they're putting out this year alone. I'm just surprised they're able to put out this much quality and detail. That's just crazy. Because look at the pre-order numbers that we have. Look at the releases in stock that came out this year, and they're still coming out with bangers. I get it. We got L's here and there, and hey, even the Patriots get L's once in a while. When they're at their prime, they were getting L's. But they were still freaking kicking ass and taking names. All right, even the best of the best get L's. But as far as like the amount of work and quality control they've been doing, perfection. Here, I actually like this. I hate the fact that that's not light up. I think it would have been cool if we had the Grand Admiral Thrawn's Star Destroyer ISC-2 here with the with the hyperspace ring, right? I forgot the name of the hyperspace ring. It probably sticks in my head at some point with the tower. I think that this would have been cool if we had the actual table, right? The actual table from the actual table itself. Pause. The actual table itself from Revenge of the Sith Kenobi, right? The table, the light up table for Kenobi, and with the holograms of Palpatine and what's have you, Anakin Skywalker, Liam before Palpatine. I think that would have been a cool table to add into this set here to light up the feature. Maybe a USB powered light up table would have been nice. This would have been pretty cool. That just sucks that they advertise it as a light up feature here, but it's not really is. It's just a hologram with no light up features. It would have been cool if they added a table to it. There's no table. It just sucks. Like a light up table would have been nice, kind of like what they did with Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. So far, look at that. There is a table, but it's not like grandiose like a like a a light up table like Kenobi is. Now, nitpicking wise, I know collectors or your weekend warrior collectors are going to complain about this piece, the whole situation with what happened to the gut situation. Well, not complain about it, but turn a anthill into a mountain situation. I am not mad about this. And it's okay to complain about the whole gut situation. It's not there, right? But then I know people are going to, throw it over the top here, right? Throw it over the top. Like, it's not a really a big issue for me anyway. For me, it's not really a big issue. It would have been cool if they did add slight gut to it, and maybe they will. But fortunately, there's no issue for me with the gut. And also, I could make this into like a Thrawn before he got the gut. You know what I mean? Because he was eating, apparently he was eating good at where he was exiled. But either way, a form factor is nice. This is gonna be one of your favorite figures of all time. Not because it's just Thrawn, not because it's Lars Mixon, because it's so easy to pose this damn figure. Right? You don't have to do any crazy poses. It's pretty much gonna be my Director Krennic without the cape. And I would have been nice to send him up with Director Krennic with all the Death Troopers. Bro, you know how many Death Troopers I have? It's freaking ridiculous how many freaking Death Troopers I have. And just put him in with, at this point, I'm debating whether or not I want to get 2 of these. Just to pose him up with Director Krennic. To be fair, I'll probably just get 1. There's no need to get 2 of these. So I got to play nice. I got to behave because there's so much figures coming out. I'm just going to get 1 of these. Just to get the one in Thrawn and then send him up with my Director Krennic and with the Death Troopers barrage. And so far, you get the bare minimum of accessories. There's nothing too crazy with him. The nice white uniform. It's definitely Lars Mikkelsen. True and true. The head sculpt is perfection. The suit is perfection. The data pad is perfection. This is the moment when he found out, like, wait, Ahsoka is a Padawan of Anakin Skywalker. Her Jedi Master was Anakin freaking Skywalker. So for those of you who don't know, Thrawn and Anakin, they go way back. They were boys back in the day. They were pretty much worked together against the Separatists, and then they worked together again against the Separatists. The shadow of the Separatists as Darth Vader and Thrawn team up again, and it was a pretty cool situation because Thrawn is one out of the three people that figured out Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker. So we got Thrawn, we got um, rest in peace, Moff Tarkin. Okay, and I forgot who was the third one. I forgot who was the third one that figured out that Vader was Reva, of course. Reva figured out that Vader was Anakin Skywalker was Vader. So, or Vader was Anakin Skywalker. So yeah, those are the three folks that figured it out. But it makes sense for Reva. It also makes sense that Reva did figure it out because she was there when she got stabbed. So she put two together that Anakin was Vader. And I know people don't like talking about Reva because it should have been Kenobi and Anakin's show versus being a Reva show at that point. I don't mind that story arc with Reva, knowing full well who was Anakin Skywalker and who was Darth Vader. They were both the same person. My problem was that we should have had more of Kenobi and Anakin's story because this was a Kenobi show versus Reva. It would have been cool if Reva was like an own spin-off show. But either way, we're talking. That'd be another rant for another day. It's not even a rant. It's just that right now we're talking about Thrawn here. So my boy Thrawn, he's one of the folks that did figure out that Vader was Anakin Skywalker at one point. And definitely a great piece thus far. And I loved him in the show. I think Thrawn in the Ahsoka show was one of my favorite segments in the show. Other than, of course, episode 5, where we had to go through the dreamscape with dream training with Anakin and Ahsoka through memory lane through the Clone Wars with Captain Rex and the gang. Grand Admiral Thrawn was a sight to behold. It was fun enjoying his exploits against Ahsoka and Ezra and Sabine. And one of the best things of the show was Thrawn, the episode 5, Shin and Balin, of course. There was a lot of good stuff from the show, which I wish that we had more proper ending for the show versus the way it ended, because they were setting up for something big, right? And that's the one thing about Dave Filoni. He does a lot of setup, but then he doesn't throw in the bow with it, like our boy Jon Favreau does. He knows how to end with a banger. Dave Filoni, he's a slow cook. He cooks very well. His steak is gonna be fantastic. But the problem is he's slow in the cooking. He's slow in cooking. He's done that before with Clone Wars. He's done that with Rebels. He's slow in the cooking. Especially with Avatar, he was slow in the cooking as well. Last Airbender. But Jon Favreau, he knows how to set things up properly and set things up with a bombastic ending. And I felt that we were lackluster with the ending of Ahsoka. But so far, damn. And also we get rolling eyeball treatment as well with this piece. I mean, at this point, what are we doing with Hottoys right now? Like, are we going to do away with the DX? Are we doing away with the DX situation now? I think as we progress through the creation of Hottoys, with future endeavors with Hottoys, I feel that the whole DX is going to translate over to more artisan line figures, right? Or do a mixed match of artisan and DX, a fusion, a nice little fusion. And that's why I think it might happen. Because now we're getting DX treatment on almost every figure these days now. So it's quite interesting to see what we go forward with DX wise. What my case would be like what they did with the the Artisan and DX of Scarlet Witch. Throw us nice bases, right? Throw us nice bases with DXs. Like throw us something good, and also update the materials and stuff like that. Because I'm still trying to figure out why didn't Anakin Skywalker Artisan didn't get the leather treatment when we got Indiana Jones with leather treatment. You know what I mean? It's old indie. It's sort of weird. I like who is on the board when it comes to who gets the premium leather. Like who does it? Oh man, there's so many cool poses that doesn't really hinder the suit or hinder the body, and that's what I find great about this piece is that it's just simple. It's simple, and you could throw a couple of Death Troopers you've collected over the years. Dude, this is gorgeous. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up Thrawn with my Krennic display, and with all the Death Troopers I got, and that's what I plan on doing. Set them up with all the Death Troopers, and it will be pretty cool going forward if we get you know, more Death Troopers later, like your actual Death Troopers. Get your his second in command Enoch, maybe Mommy Morgan Elsbeth. Or the mommy witches. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think we're gonna get all of them, but it'd be. I know we're probably gonna get Enoch, simple stormtrooper design with different aesthetics. The zombie death troopers or the zombie stormtroopers. You know, there's a lot of room to grow with this line, and with what we've seen, the Marrok came out, the fart Inquisitor. Personally, well, I'll get into that in just a minute because we're talking about Thrawn here. I don't want to, segue to another figure that I'm not done with. See, right there, simple pose, does a simple pose, just a simple walk, right? Yeah, guys, and if you feel that you guys want to add the little belly to Thrawn, just add a little, unbuckle that bad boy, add a little fluff under the suit, and there you go. There's your Thrawn with a gut accessory. Personally, this is good. This is good for me. He looks nice, slimmer build, and most likely from Lars Mikkelsen, from what he's been, he's probably gonna hit the gym for a bit because from all the talks of people, mentioning about his gut, and my guess he's probably gonna do that for the next rendition of Thrawn. And I wouldn't be surprised because when people were complaining about Boba Fett's gut in Mandalorian season 2. Um, Damn, I forgot. I forgot my boy's name. It's sorry, the name is escaping me right now. So the actor went in and did some acting. Did some workouts to get a more slimmer. Get a more slimmer. Get a more slimmer build to him. So when he put on a suit, it doesn't look like he has a gut. Yeah, Tamor Morrison. There you go, Tamor freaking Morrison. Yes, he went on a diet, did a lot of workouts to get that build, right? So I wouldn't be surprised they do that. And so far, like even if no gut with no gut, it's still a perfect figure, and he looks freaking great, man. Grand Admiral freaking Thrawn, great ass piece. I think there's another piece where you will have to wait out and see the 4 or 6 months plan. And he looks great, man. Wow. Damn. And also in different angles, you can see there's a more um stoic look, and then there's like a more like here, right here. I like this look right here. Like he's like smirking a bit, got that sly smirk. I like how Hottoys just adds a little bit of detail to that smirk there. You can tell there's a slight smirk right there, which is pretty cool. But then there's also a more stoic look over here. You see, and it's just angle to dangle situation. So far, he looks great. This is the bare minimum piece. You only get the nice little accessory of the hologram of his ship, and the Eye of Zion. There you go, the Eye of Zion hyperspace ring. I'm surprised we didn't get any teases with Thrawn. Maybe a Morgan Elsbeth tease, maybe the witches tease, or maybe Enoch tease would have been cool. And from the price point here, you're looking at $255. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. With all you get about 255 for this piece. I not bothered by the price. Back in the days before the pandemic, this would have been like a 235 piece at this point. See, how much was Krennic? Because this is more like a Krennic piece in a way. Okay. Director Krennic, Hot Toys. Let me see, how much was the original Director Krennic from Hot Toys? Director Krennic, 235. Yep. This would have been a Director Krennic 235 back before the pandemic, before the inflation, what have you. This would have been a Director Krennic 235 piece because there's no special USB power for the base. 255 would have, so if this would have been a UV powered base situation for the IS Ion and his Star Destroyer IST-2, it would have been about 270 for UV powered. And I would have paid for that. I would have definitely paid for that with a UV powered table or base, kind of like what they did with Kenobi's table, hologram table. Would have been cool. But this is an absolute do, guys, if you are a fan of Thrawn in general. If you're a fan of freaking Thrawn in general, this is the go-to piece. And I wouldn't be surprised this piece, if they don't make another Thrawn in the future, I don't be surprised this piece tries to get hunted down. But to be fair, Hot Toys, they tend to resurrect characters again and again, kind of like what they're doing with with Ahsoka again, another Ahsoka, and what have you. Unless the next Thrawn has any special accessories or oh crap, you know what'll get me? You know what'll get me to buy this piece again? Buy another Thrawn again, right? Is a nice Thrawn throne, right? Oh my god, his throne, kind of like the Palpatine throne situation. And hell, they'll probably be nice. Hot Toys, well, I'll be surprised if they're nice with us. They'll throw us a bone and have the Thrawn's throne separately for purchase, kind of like what they've done with Black Panther's throne. You could buy the Black Panther's, Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther throne. You can buy that separately and then buy your Black Panther added to the throne. You don't have to buy the throne and the Black Panther together, and that would be pretty cool. I wouldn't be have a problem with that because it helps collectors out in the meantime. Like collectors probably don't want to buy another Thrawn and another throne if they're going not other throne but another Thrawn just to get a throne, right? But for me, I'm probably gonna get another Thrawn and another throne because I would like one to keep standing pose and then the other one to sit in the actual throne. And I wouldn't attest to having my second Thrawn or my original Thrawn sitting at on the throne. So we'll see what happens. It's an absolute do for me. This is a great piece. If you're not a fan of Thrawn, at this point, why purchase this piece? Save your money, buy something else, right? Don't put yourself in a situation where you're buying more than you can chew. Situation, because eventually you're gonna just cancel this. If you like this version of Thrawn, you like Lars Mikkelsen, like find your positive as to why you might want to make this purchase. And to be fair, people are probably gonna buy this just because it's different. It's just that it's another alien Xeno, like hail to the Xeno, another Xeno piece to add to their collection because Hot Toys, they've been really pumping out Xenos as of late, and that's pretty cool. Absolute do for me, and I can't wait to pick up Thrawn next year. Long live the Empire with Grand Admiral frickin' Thrawn, bro. Oh my god, I love that that sly victory is mine towards the end.
Today, victory is mine. Long live the Empire.
All right, guys, time to talk about the green fart in the room, Marrok. So I am excited for this piece because it builds upon my Grand Inquisitorious display, throwing Marrok into the mix. I am so excited for this piece to be included in my collection because I'm building up my army of Grand Inquisitors, right? Or my Inquisitorious display. Inquisitorious, the notorious. I'm just saying. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Just building up my Sith Empire. That's what I want to do. And I'm cool. I'm cool with this piece. I know people are not too happy with this piece because they're like, there's other figures out there that they can make. Where's Shin? Where's Balin? Where's everybody else and their mother from the show? Why do we need a Marrok? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. Not too bothered by having Marrok in my collection. Not too bothered than throwing Marrok. I do like the 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 whole rusted look from the armor, as if he's just been through a thing or two. I like that. You can tell from the photos. Like, look at that. Oof. Oof. Look at that. Oh, look at that rust. I love that. I love that. I know people have thought that this was Star Killer. Or there was mentions of Whispers in the Dark. This was Star Killer. The actor that played Star Killer was reprising his role as Star Killer in a live action series. And people been waiting for Galen Merrick. Is it Galen? Is it Galen? I forgot the name of Star Killer, actual freaking name. Um, Star Wars Force Unleashed. Actually getting a live action debut in Ahsoka. And then there was word that he was the son now, the new son. And I'm like, hey guys, let's daddy chill here, all right? Because with the Dave Filoni, especially with a character like Starkiller from the Force Unleashed 1 and 2, he likes to set that up properly, like build that up to the point where it's your grandiose villain or grandiose dark hero, or you know, yeah, at that point. Here, I didn't see that coming because it was set up for failure. It was just another uh Inquisitor about to get wrecked by Ahsoka, and that's about it. And he did his job. My only issue with this piece right now is the fact that that cape, I really don't like that cape, because I could definitely tell right now from the material from that cape, it reminds me of the material they use for the strips and for the belts, for strip belts, the strips that come off the belts, and the uh I think that's about it. Remember the Boba Fett 2-pack, the Moses Boba Fett 2-pack, the strips, and then the regular Boba Fett on Throne, they had the strips as well. The thin strips of cloth that filled like paper mache. That's what I see from this. It's like that. It feels that cape feels very cheap to me, and that's what I see right now. It reminds me of that material. I'm not a big fan of that. Not a really big fan. So I might just keep the cape in the freaking box at this point because I don't like the cape. I really don't like the cape. That's the one thing I noticed when I saw that. I was like, ugh, yeah, that's no good for me right now. Yeah, that's no for me. But so far I do like the rusted knight armor look to it. He's definitely gonna fit in my collection. And the thing is, he could play one of my Sith Inquisitor brothers that were involved in the Rebel show. He kind of reminds me of one of those Inquisitor brothers that were in the show. And I thought that he was a pretty much a resurrection of that character from the actual Rebel show. When he faced off against Darth Maul and the gang in the temple area, where Ahsoka and inevitably we thought had died by the hands of Darth Vader. That Inquisitor, I thought he was a resurrection of that character, because Morgan Elsbeth, she is a sister, a dark witch from Dathomir, the Dathomir witch. Right, so she used her dark powers of the Force to create a resurrection of this character, and which it ended up being. It was sort of like it was like a ghostly fart, green fart at this point. Now, granted, I think if Disney did not pansy out, I think I would have preferred if Marrok ended up like, let me see, so Dathomir zombies. And let me see. I'm about to show you a picture real quick. There you go. I think this would have came out better if Marok, when he died, he showed off kind of like the skeletal zombie form and then exploded into nothingness, into dust. If he was more like the the zombies over here, the Nice Sister zombies situation. I think they would have, if they had looked similar to that instead of just being a freaking green smoke. I think Disney just pansied out. They didn't want to. They wanted zombies. You can tell they were okay with zombies, but it covered up from head to toe with stormtrooper armor. But they didn't want to expose it up too much. And I find it hilarious that in the video games they're fine with it, but in the actual shows we don't want to go too deep. But here's the thing, though. I mean, like, you did zombie Iron Man for Mysterio, but you couldn't do this. This would have been cool if he just, instead of turning to green freaking smoke, he ended up, turning to this, this disfigured dead corpse of a shadow of what he once was, and skeletal remains. I think that would have been pretty cool for Marrok. But either way, let's get back to Marrok. I personally am excited for this piece. And they showed off, this is pretty cool. They showed off, Ahsoka the Gray over here coming back. And also Ahsoka the White, which I'll show in a minute. Detachable cape. Okay, detachable cape. I get it. What I'm going to do right here is I'm never going to use that cape ever again. I'm going to leave that in the damn box because there's no need. That cape, I'll figure out what I want to do with it, but honestly, I'm not going to put him on the figure. Like, I want to show off that armor, that rusted armor, his Sith armor, his like Old Republic Sith armor type of deal. I want to show off that more of the figure versus the cape. My concern, and hopefully, if Hottoys is listening to the cries of terrors, I don't think there's going to be much cries of terrors, but I hope they upgrade the actual cape itself to be more like Kylo Ren's cape from Rise of Skywalker. If they could upgrade the cape material to be more like Rise of Skywalker Kylo Ren cape, chef kiss. I think that would be perfect. I think if they just upgrade the cape to have that material like quality like Kylo Ren's, I think will be freaking golden. But I don't know. I might have to keep the cape. Wow, Marrok. Wow, you try to sell me on this cape, Hottoys. Let me see. Let me read this cape. Is it a wired cape? Highly accurate collectible figure features beautifully crafted armor with stunning weathering effects, skillfully tailored undersuit and cape, light up double blade lightsaber, interchangeable lightsaber blades, emulating the weapon in motion. No, I don't think it's a wired cape. Nah, it's just that's just for effect. Yeah, that's just for effect. Yeah, there's no wired cape. Okay, so no, I'm not gonna play around with that cape. They're trying to sell me on that cape. Now, if that cape was wired, I think I would have kept it. I would have kept it on. But that looks cool. Not gonna lie, that looks cool. Set up a double blade lightsabers on that. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think I'm just gonna show off the armor more. Like this. Yeah. Just like this. Maybe a little bit better pose than that. But yeah, it's probably gonna be just like that for me. I always love the Inquisitors. I know they're dollar bin Siths, but I always liked having more, agents of Dark Jedi, which are essentially the Inquisitors are pretty much Dark Jedis that were twisted and turned into Inquisitors. They were once Jedis that were twisted and turned, or those that have been captured, Force users that have been captured by Palpatine and trained by Vader in the dark arts. But most of them were just Jedi's that were twisted by the dark arts of Palpatine and Vader of the Force. So, and man, it would be pretty cool if they add the little spin to it. Add a little bit spin to the whole situation with the lightsaber. That'd be pretty cool. Hopefully, one of these days, so one of the Inquisitors will get the spinning trick. Hey, nice, that's a cool trick. You see, this is what I'm saying. Even if this is like a CDE character from the show, Hottoys is putting in the work for that armored, rusted look. I like that. I like that a lot. Damn, that's pretty cool. Wow, Hottoys. Wow, this is coming home. Because I would like to build my Grand Inquisitor, Inquisitorious display. So I'm cool with this, man. I'm cool with this. Actually, guys, let me check my audio real quick. Yep, it's still on. Cool. It's still on because I am recording this for the for you guys. So I'm just testing out the audio. yep, everything's working. Cool. Before I continue, so yeah, I'm thinking this is probably going to be about maybe what usually powered. Let me see. What does this equate to? Let me go through this. Star Wars. My guess he'll probably be about 255, right? It's not a big name character. I think he's probably going to be Thrawn price 255 or 260. Between 255, 260, or 270. You got a USB powered lightsaber situation going for this piece. My guess is going to be between 260 and 270, or 255 and 270. If it's more than that, like, dude, it's no head sculpt on this anyway. It's just, there's no way. Now, granted, we are getting a new head sculpt on Ahsoka. That's a new head sculpt right there. Her lekus are longer, right there. If you can tell, the lekus are longer on Ahsoka, and also I think we're getting two different Ahsokas as far as like her accessories. So my guess is we are getting Ahsoka the white, right? But we're getting the Ahsoka the gray cape on her. So you have two ways to use the accessory. I think it's gonna be one Ahsoka, right, with multiple accessories, so you can rock the Ahsoka the gray look or rock the Ahsoka the white. But the Ahsoka gray, it's gonna be Ahsoka the white, right, with Ahsoka the gray accessories. So you have the gray cape or gray hood and cloak to add to the whole Ahsoka the Gray situation. If you want to, you don't have to go and hunt down Ahsoka the Gray. You can go and just buy Ahsoka the White and just have the accessory for Ahsoka the Gray hood and cloak, right? Because over here, Ahsoka the White, and it's a new head sculpt because the legs are longer. So my guess is we are going to get Ahsoka the White, right? We're gonna get Ahsoka the White. We usually power lightsabers, and we're gonna get Ahsoka the Gray accessories, so you can build upon. So you don't necessarily need to have Ahsoka the Gray from Mandalorian. You can have your cake and eat it too. That would be my safe situation because Hottoys has done that before, where they have amalgamations of multiple characters from different shows and accessories. Same character from multiple shows with accessories from that. They did it with Cad Bane with the rocket jet boots and Toto. They weren't in. He didn't use his rocket jet boots, and also Toto was not in the Book of Boba Fett show. We still got accessories from Clone Wars, right? And then John Wick 2. John Wick 2's figure is an amalgamation of John Wick 1. I've said it before. Like John Wick 1 accessories are found in John Wick 2 because the Hot Toys never did a John Wick 1 figure. So you got John Wick 2 with all the accessories from John Wick 1 and 2 brought together. So I wouldn't be surprised they release a Ahsoka the White with Ahsoka the Gray accessories. So it'll be a main. I don't think we're going to get another Ahsoka the Gray unless they do a 2-pack, which would be ridiculous. I don't know why. Nowadays, there'll be no point. The only reason why I would say they'll do a 2-pack is for Anakin Skywalker from Clone Wars and Snips from Clone Wars live action during Episode 5. That's possibly would be a nice little 2-pack. But other than that, yeah, I don't think they'll do 2 Ahsokas. Once Ahsoka Gray 2.0, unless they do like a promo edition of Ahsoka the Gray with a brand new head sculpt. That's the only reason why they have done that before. In a way, they did a promo edition of Spider-Man that was the Homecoming suit, but in the Far From Home line. They've done that before. So Hot Toys is all over the place when it comes to the decisions. Honestly, the safer decision, just to have collectors have their cake and eat it too. Release Ahsoka the White with maybe a deluxe set that comes with the Ahsoka the Gray accessories. Now with Ahsoka the White, I would love to have the holograms for Anakin Skywalker, or the hologram table, the lightsaber rack with all her lightsaber collection, maybe a table to come with it. There's more. There's a lot to be. There's a lot that can come with this piece. Also, the fact that this is probably going to be another DX. I'm going to be surprised if it's another DX situation. And it pushes more of for Hot to throw more accessories to sweeten the deal with this purchase. Marrok so far looks great. I definitely want to play around with. This is gonna be my play around Inquisitor. I want to do some crazy poses with this piece. I want to see how far I can go. And well, that's pretty cool. I think that's probably magnetized. That'd be pretty cool if it's magnetized. Highly detailed weathered effects. Okay, I love the weather effects, but I don't like that freaking cape. That cape is trash because I could see the material. It looks like paper mache. It looks like the damn freaking two-pack with Tomorrow Morrison's Boba Fett. God, like it looks like they turned the strips into they Photoshop expanded it into a damn freaking cape now. Ugh. I just hope that going forward they will give us a maybe upgraded cape material instead of being like that paper mache crap into Kylo Ren's um cape from Rise of Skywalker. That's my 2 cents on this. That's my only complaint with this piece. Other than that, I think they're pushing forward with USB powered lightsabers, and I'm cool with this piece. This is the absolute do for me if you're collecting to create your grand Inquisitor display. Inquisitorious! Just collecting all these villains together and create that Sith Empire display. It's gonna be freaking gorgeous. It's gonna look great. I just can't wait. This one's gonna be a one for me. I'm not gonna get two of these unless maybe I find this one for cheap down the line and I want to get a second one so I could just build upon the Inquisitor army. But going forward, we have more Inquisitors along the way. I'm hoping Hottoys does commit to it. The fourth brother, the third sister, the Twi'lek mommy. I wouldn't mind those pieces. Other than that, I think that's about it. It's an absolute do for me. This is another situation where it's going to be a 4-month, 6-month plan. Just have to get it now. Just make sure you know the dates when it comes to from this going forward, and also keep up with the last chance pages. And if you guys want updates, I'm constantly updating you guys on last chance pages and low stocks warnings on Cisco Survival Guide on Facebook, Cisco Survival Guide on Facebook, and also on YouTube. I also post it on YouTube. I know people have been asking for a Discord page as well. Hopefully, when I get a chance to, I want to get a Discord page going up and also a join button because I know Clutch has been asking for a join button as well. This is sort of support the channel. If you got, and until then, you can support by doing the thanks on the thanks tip. I guess that's what it's called. Button on the video or on the stream right now. It's the stream premiere video. It's not really a live stream, but it's a stream premiere video. You could drop a super chat that way. There's other ways to support or go through the PayPal. But that's about it, guys. I do appreciate the support. I do appreciate the help. I know it's just been quite a year for me, so I'm trying to get things back together again, and hopefully get my display back and everything. And hopefully 2024 it's another great year for me. Right now, I'm doing a lot of OT for the HC because Hottoys has been relentless releases, and should be a lot of fun coming next year. But all right, guys. Next up is it's our boy, Grand freaking Inquisitor. Grand in the freaking house, y'all. Grand in the freaking house. Damn, bruh. He looks freaking gorgeous. That's my boy. That's my boy, Grand. Obviously, you gotta have the Grand Inquisitor in your collection, right? To build up your Grand Inquisitorious display, right? This is one of the other pieces. One of the pieces like Riva that's sold out within 4 to 6 months as well. I think you can still get this in other markets, but I haven't been following this piece because I've already had this piece, locked at Sideshow. So I can't wait to have this piece. So now this is the first user powered lightsaber released by Hottoys. All right, by Hottoys is the Grand Inquisitor. What are our thoughts so far? From what I've been hearing from Mr. Mom and Terry, the actual lightsaber is the user powered lightsaber is pretty much about the same as a regular lightsaber from a previous Hot Toy. But instead of bottom cell batteries, it's just USB powered. My take on that, I'm not too bothered by it because when it comes to USB powered lightsabers, right? To get a proper USB powered lightsaber purchased, you gotta spend upwards of 150 to 200 bucks to get a proper lightsaber USB powered from a third party, or from a collector or vendor that actually creates these USB powered lightsabers. Sometimes you need to send your lightsabers in to create it as a USB powered, right? It takes about 150 to 200 bucks. That being said, if we are going to go for USB powered lightsabers, is collectors ready to spend the extra $150, $200 to give us a proper light up lightsaber from Hottoys, right? On top of the price tag, right? Nice, bright, powerful, USB powered lightsaber. That's up to the collector. I think there will be collectors out there that will go forward with that purchase, because that piece is just okay. Let's say it's a little cheaper than going with a third party. Let's say it'll be an extra $100 on top of it. So Grand Inquisitor, right? How much was Grand Inquisitor? Let's throw a number out there. 260. Grand Inquisitor was 260. If you throw in a USB powered lightsaber, a proper USB powered, bright as hell USB powered lightsaber, like third parties you find out there, throwing out extra $100, you're looking at $360. Our collectors willing to pay that $360 on certain characters, just to get that USB powered. To be fair, I think what they should do is, for USB powered, it should be a deluxe set to go with your figure, and you can still get your regular lightsaber, but a USB powered, get that extra $100. You want to spend that deluxe set? It'll be an extra $100 just to get that piece for you. Yes, honestly, you're still paying upwards of 150, 200 bucks just a USB powered lightsaber these days, right? And it'd be pretty cool if it's extra 50 to 100 bucks range from Hottoys, right? So it could sweeten the deal to sell that piece with that USB powered. Just drop extra 50 to 100 bucks on the price tag. I think with going forward with DXs, with Jedi or Sith characters, I think USB power needs to be freaking premium DX light up with a bright as hell, like your third parties. I think that would be freaking perfect. That'd be another avenue to go with Hottoys. Like special occasion characters, like your Anakin Skywalkers, would be cool to have a nice little light up feature, and then like nice light up USB powered. That's my little 2 cents on USB powered. I don't personally. I think collectors aren't ready to spend that much money, because not many people are spending much money on the USB powered transformation anyway. But I guess we'll see going forward. Maybe Hottoys will surprise us. I am not too mad and not too bothered by the USB powered lightsaber not being as grandiose as your third parties. I'm just happy with the fact that we don't have to deal with bomber cell batteries or switch out arms, because that's what's always been my issue. I never liked those. It always felt like I'm breaking the damn thing when I'm swapping arms. So I think going forward, a USB powered lightsaber will be still going forward. Will be freaking awesome for future figures and the light up features. It's not as grandiose, but it's gonna be okay going forward for me. I think just having a USB powered swap out lightsaber is fine. I just wish they went a little above and beyond with the light up functions of how bright it is, but it is what it is. But so far, I think they did great. Usually, Darth Vader right there as well. Did Grant? I wonder if the Darth Vader hollow was that exclusive accessory to this piece? I wonder. I don't think it was. I don't think this was an exclusive set for this. Let me see. Grand Inquisitor. Hottoys. Give me a second. I'm just going through the accessories right now. Join the waitlist. 260. Okay, it was 260. All right. Okay, so it wasn't a special accessory. It was just it's still accessory part of the set. Also, if you guys didn't know, the actual Grand Inquisitor, Grand over here, has a USB powered chest piece right here. The function right there is a chest piece. I think that's pretty cool as well. It's kind of like what they did with Darth Vader, was his chest boxes light up, and also I think it's usually powered. So I think going forward, they're having fun with his user power treatment. I think we're still in the infancy of usually powered with Hottoys when it comes to lightsabers and the actual body themselves and these suits. I think going forward, we could have room to grow. We definitely got room to grow. I think let the Hot Toys cook, and I'm hoping as they cook, they can bright up the colors, bright up the light up functions on these lightsabers to have them nice and glowing. But safety precautions as well, like just enough to where it just pops. And I think that would be nice going forward. Let Hot Toys cook situation. So Grand looks great. I honestly am excited for this piece. I have him ordered from Sideshow, and I know people weren't too happy with Grand anyway. But the thing is, if you're a fan of Rebels, you're a fan of the comics. Grand was involved throughout those shows and comics. I know a massive complaint was that he looked totally different from his animated look and comic book look, because his head was more slender build. But I'm okay. It didn't really bother me too much. The live action treatment for Grand, and I still see Grand, and I like Grand in the Kenobi show. I think it was hilarious when he dropped the big the big twist at Reva. Funny how anger, supports the will to live or something like that. It's a strong tool for the will to live. I'm butchering the line. I can't remember it as of right now. But I thought that was a great twist. Like Darth Vader and Grand knew all along that Reva was playing games with them, and I thought that was pretty cool. So far, what I've been seeing from unboxing and stuff, the figure looks great. I think they knocked it out of the park. Will this piece be a sought after piece going forward? I don't know. I honestly don't know as of right now going forward, because it's always weird when it comes to collectors, right? Collectors, weren't too happy with this character from the show, and they were attacking it because it was part of the Kenobi show, which was already being attacked after this. Wasn't it didn't hit the bells and whistles for most fans, right? I still consider it worse than Book of Boba Fett. I had more fun with Book of Boba Fett than I did with Kenobi. Now there were moments of Kenobi I enjoyed, but if you had to sit me down with a gun to my head, blaster to my head, saying, "Hey, what you rather watch? A binge watch of Book of Boba Fett or a binge watch of Kenobi? Book of Boba Fett all day, all day, all day, every day. I had fun with Book of Boba Fett. Kenobi, I would need to watch like a pretty much fan cut of it just to enjoy it, because I was not a big fan of Kenobi show. Now there's moments in Kenobi I did enjoy. Now Grand over here, I think going forward, if collectors are impatient with the whole Grand Inquisitor lineup, right? And they're like, you know what? I want to go back and hunt down that Grand Inquisitor. That's how the price would go up for this piece, where people are trying to go back and try to hunt down a Grand Inquisitor because they want to build their Empire lineup. Because at the time, collectors was like, I hate this show. I hate everything about the show. I don't want to get anything from the show. And then they look back. Okay, I hated the show, but did I really have to necessarily hate the character? I think the character is fine. And that's the thing, though. When it comes to collecting, guys, collect your way. Don't drive up with the hype of a character that you may not like. If you don't like that character, don't get him. Now, if people don't like the show and you're on board not liking the show, don't blame the characters, for the show's faults. There are still good characters out there when a show is or movie is trash, like Hellboy from Hellboy with the new remake. I wasn't a big fan of the new remake for Hellboy, but I actually like the character. Never picked up the figure, but never had issues with the actual figure or character itself, right? So it's a similar situation. For me, I picked up Jedi Master Luke Skywalker from Last Jedi, right? Even though I hate Last Jedi with a passion of 1,000 suns, I hate the Last Jedi to this day, right? But there's characters in there I did enjoy. The final moment where Luke Skywalker takes on Kylo Ren, I I I enjoyed that look of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and that would be pretty much the last time we see an older Luke Skywalker again in that role, right? I definitely picked up that Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, Crate Luke, they called it, right? So I was able to separate the two, able to separate the two from the show and the character. And I think if you could sit down and separate the the Grand Inquisitor from the show, and still want to get your Grand Inquisitor because you still want to create your Inquisitors display with all the Inquisitors going forward, or the Imperials. Um, that's how I would look at it. It's something to sit down with. I think Grand still is able to be picked up for a reasonable price. Um, the only way this will probably go up higher in price if the Grand Inquisitor line keeps growing, and there's no other Grand Inquisitor coming out in the future plans for Hottoys, and and collectors have to go back and try to hunt this down, and then the eBay sellers and your resellers catch whiff of this, and they're like, okay, let's make this a $500, $600 piece to purchase, and that's how the things start. Topsy-turvy freaking prices for Grail pieces at this point. But other than that, guys, it's an absolute do for me. I can't wait to get this piece because, like I said, I am growing my Grand Inquisitor lineup, and I just can't wait. He's gonna be front and center with my Darth Vader. I don't know which Darth Vader. I think I'm probably gonna. That's the thing, though. I don't know if I'm gonna go with my Kenobi Vader because my Kenobi Vader is gonna have the battle damage set. So we'll see. Maybe my Rogue One Darth Vader. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I could do my Rogue One Darth Vader. There's so many possibilities I could go with. But yeah, you know what? Just to end things on a finer note, because I know collectors aren't too happy with that. Let me go over to Sideshow for you guys, right? Because with what's going on with deals, right? Let me go over to Sideshow and help you guys out with some deals that are happening right now. And I think we got a few more minutes. I want to make this into sort of like an hour stream because I'm talking about 3 damn figures on this freaking video. Marroks, your Grands, your Grand Admiral Thrawns, all right, so let me see which. Okay, this is the one over here, and then the thanks coupon, and then this one right here. Okay, cool. All right, let's go over the amazing deal coupon, and all of you, this is available to do for you guys. 35% off with code amazing deal. So going forward with this set right here, right? You could do high to low. So if you guys waited this long to actually use, to make these purchases on these figures, 35% off is the most I've seen discounted with any of these pieces. The most I've seen for Iron Man Mark 85 battle damage was 32%, which I used the code for that, 30% off on this piece. But 35% off across the board till December 31st. So in the beginning, we had Cable Special Edition, which I freaking missed my chance on that for 35% off. And the Tumbler was 35% off. That is ridiculous. Now, some of these figures for 35% off is a great deal, but there's other locations out there where you can actually find these figures for actually close to $200. Some of these figures, anyway. But 35% off if you want to peace of mind to buy it from Sideshow and generate points. 35% code from the amazing deal. You got to write that up right there. Go to Save Promos on Sideshow and save amazing deal. Can you use this multiple times? I haven't used it once yet because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm probably going to do the Iron Man Mark 1 and then the Iron Man Mark 5 and then possibly the Iron Man Mark 46. And then Mommy Kate's Bo-Katan over here. Where is she? Where's Mommy Kate's Bo-Katan? There she is. Yeah. I'm probably going to do that one for 35% off. I'm still trying to debate which ones. But 35% off code, not too bad. Not too bad. So you got till December 31st to make your choice. So I think you can use this code. I think you can use this code multiple times because Spooky 30% off. I used that code multiple times. I think I used it twice already, twice or three times that code, during the week when it was available. And you have to wait a day to refresh. I think that's the same thing with Mason deals. You got to wait a day to refresh. If you can't use it multiple times, then it is what it is. That means that you're probably gonna have to set it up to where you get Mark 1. Let's say I want to buy Mark 1 and Bo-Katan, have them both in the same cart, and then 35% off will work on both of them, I believe. So just make sure of that. Make sure that because I remember last time when I tried to get the Mark 1 and the Bo-Katan, I set up in my cart with 35% off, and 35% of code was working on both of them. So I think if it's not allowing you to go forward with using the Amazing Deal again, I say just to be safe, just order these figures at the same time to capitalize on 35% off. But I think that's it for that one. And then let me go over to the newest code that's out right now, guys. And I also will set this up on Facebook, and I also set this up on Cisco Survival Guy Facebook, and I also set this up on a YouTube channel as well. Early bird 20% off code. I think they added more. Wow, I think they added more since I've looked at it this morning. Wow, okay, so Hottoys, highest. Yeah, I didn't see the War Machine Mark 1 there. 20% off. Wow. And then you have the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike 20% off. 20% off of Steve Rogers and Hydra. 20% off on Iron Man Mark 42. The Particle Sun Returns Deluxe version. Oh, 20% off on the battling Spider-Man. Wow. 20% off on Captain Rex as well. Well, I've seen him for 25% off. Doesn't matter now. But Axe Woe 20% off. Okay. Well, now this is another one where you got to type in early BF, and this one right here, early Black Friday sales. This one I think they probably add more because they just added Mark 1 War Machine. You got till 19th of November of this month. For me, I'll probably do it on a Mark 1 War Machine on the 20% off. Scout Trooper Speeder Bike, I'm not sure yet about this piece because I could see this going for 25, 30% off, and they still don't got the $5 shipping on this. So I'm still going to wait it out. Still going to wait it out. I would have pulled the trigger on this piece, right? I would have still put a trigger on this piece for the Scout Trooper Speeder Bike if this was $5 shipping. I would have thrown in that 20% off on that. But I think War Machine, 20% off, and then you get no free shipping on this, no $5 shipping. Oof. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Sideshow, you're killing me. So yeah, let me see. Steve Rogers and Hydra Stomper. $15 shipping, 20%. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. Man, if Hottoys can do, if Sideshow can do $15 shipping on the speeder bike and the 20% off, that'd be perfect. That'd be freaking perfect right there. That's what I need. Sideshow, that's what I need. $5 shipping, $15 shipping for the speeder bike right there. That's all you gotta do, Sideshow, right there. For 20% off so we'll see. We'll see in the next few days. We'll see. I'll probably make that. I'll probably figure out what I want to do with the 20% off, but we'll see what happens. Or, the swoop bike. I think I've seen this for 25% off. I think I've seen the swoop bike for 25% off. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the Mando speeder bike. 20% off ain't too bad either on this as well. But I think I seen 25% off on that. I think it was the Spooktacular. I think you could have used 25% off on this as well. So that's I could wait. I could wait. I don't have to go crazy for this. But all right, guys, that is about it. Remember, guys, to be mindful of what you're collecting. Rule number 3 of Nate's rule. It's collect your way. All right. Rule number 1 of Nate's rules. Knows Nate rules. Rule number 2 of Nate's rules. Know your collection. And rule number 3 of Nate's rules: collect your way. Because most people don't even know their collection when it comes to Hottoys or comes to collecting habits, right? Just know what you're collecting, right? Play within your boundaries, right? Play within your area of expertise when it comes to purchasing figures or how you collect. You can always learn from others that are are inspiration to you, are giving you proper advice to go forward how you collect, because at this point we're in a situation where Hottoys has dropping so much stuff left and right. It's ridiculous, and people are canceling left and right. I've seen it already on Facebook, people making their second or third post of what they're canceling again, and I'm like, damn, it's getting real crazy. And going forward, just make sure you're able to do it safely. And also the fact that family comes first, finances come first, your bills comes first before your Hottoys come first at that point. So going forward, just make sure you're safe going forward making these purchases, because it's getting crazy, especially getting into the holiday season. And we're not going to slow down with Hottoys until between January and March. And I'm looking forward to that, because Hottoys just been left and right, like guns blazing at us, like freaking John Wick, man, like taking us out left and right. But either way, guys, thank you for watching. And remember, it's just simple collections trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy. And may the weapons with you always. Later, guys. And let me see. What do I want to end this with? I can end it with so many. Long live the Empire.
Long live the Empire. Long live the Empire.
Long live the Empire!
Long live the Empire! I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade. It's an act. It's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy. Okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. Down, I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch.
The hopes of all the Covenant rest on your shoulders, Chieftain.
My faith is strong. I will not fail.
That's a fascinating little gadget. It's going to replace CDs soon, so I'll have to buy the White Album again.
Today, victory is mine. Long live the Empire.